Welcome to the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series here at Rumsey Park in Payson, Arizona, brought to you by PaysonRinCountry.com right here on Floodstream as we get set for the first pitch. Big matchup here between Georges and Arizona Chopper. Arizona Choppers at the plate. Bell, Vin Tyker, and in the circle for Georges, Victoria Salazar. Chris Harris here, along with Brian Georges. So glad you could join us. It's been terrific action here at Rumsey Park.
Absolutely.
All morning, all afternoon, and now starting up the evening games. So glad to be with us here. And Brian, as soon as we saw the schedules come out, this was one of the matchups that everybody circled.
Absolutely, yeah.
We want to see what that Arizona Choppers and Georges matchup is going to look like. And here we are. And it is Arizona Choppers who get the leadoff single to get things going here in the top half of the first.
Yeah, it was a great piece of leadoff hitting right there. Ball's in on her hands. So does a good job to fight it off and punch it right at the middle right there.
So that was a base hit by Bell Van Tyker, and that's now going to bring up Abby Guyona. And we saw Abby Guyona in the game just before this one. Showed a little bit of everything in that matchup, and it was a big win by the Arizona Choppers, 17-0 over Day.
Yeah, we did see it a lot from Guyona. Great pitch to steal on right there. I think if it was anything other than a changeup, we got her right there, and just changeup in the dirt. So, good call over there at third base. Picked a great pitch to go on.
And how about the aggressive base running here by the Arizona Choppers to try to set the tempo here early on? Now have a runner in scoring position with no outs.
Yep, well.
And Guyona, a little flare out to right field, and coming home to score is Van Tyker. Guyona slides in with the double.
Yeah, what you see is two soft hits and a run already across with the runner at second base, and for the Choppers, that's the quick start that you want right there.
Absolutely. Victoria Salazar, the pitcher for the Georges. Should be playing her college ball at UTEP. And what are we looking to see out of Victoria Salazar here?
Spin, spin, and more spin.
So you're saying a little bit of spin?
A little bit of spin, maybe.
How does that make her successful?
Well, she just gets that extra 2 or 3 inches of break that you need. It's a tight 2 to 3 inches. It's a late breaking action that she has on her pitches. So she's not an overpowering pitcher. She's a very smart pitcher against a very, very good hitter right now.
And that hitter would be Sydney Bickle.
And that's that late run on her ball right there where she starts that pitch almost over the middle of the plate, and then it just jumps up on her hands right there. That was a hard curve inside. It's a risky pitch. You miss that spot, this kid hits it to the moon.
Wow. Gets the strikeout. Great piece of pitching there by Salazar.
That's why her coaches are so excited. TJ over at UTEP, excited to get her over there. Pitching is an art. A lot of kids out there that can throw the ball upper 50s, low 60s. Very few of them that can pitch and do both.
Great job there. Sydney Bickle, she's a tough out. Salazar able to get the strikeout, and that's now going to bring up Tegan Dobson. And Dobson in the game just before this against Day hit a 3-run bomb to right center in the top half of the first inning.
I like what I'm seeing from Vic thus far. She induced Induced a soft hit to shortstop. Induced a little flare over to first base. Got the strikeout. So it looks like she's got her the ball working, pitching it to where she wants.
What a terrific play.
Got her.
Double play for Georges. Terrific play by the second baseman.
Looked like there's a little exchange over there. Yeah, Atlanta Rogers making a heck of a play right there. Snow coning, squeezing it, getting up, making a throw over to A.J. Murphy, who alertly comes over and covers the bag. Almost looked like A.J. and whoever that was, the runner, it looked like they had a little comical moment right there, a little banter. I think they probably know each other. So look at A.J. just sneak in there behind her. Atlanta's smiling all the way. I think A.J. turns around. Oh, maybe she's just looking to the blue. Oh, what a game. Look at the smile on Atlanta Rogers' face in the background.
Great camera work there by our Floodstream team to get that action.
Yep. Yeah, fantastic job. Well, you know, I'll tell you this much. Just a great start to the game. Choppers go up 1. They're looking like they're threatening to do some more damage. Then we see a great defensive play. Vic obviously got the big punch out of Bickle before that. So, yeah, thus far, it looks like we got the makings of a good ball game here.
Yeah.
Let's hope we settle into just a battle. And, of course, who do we have coming to the plate to lead off here? None other than Atlanta Rogers.
And what's the old cliche?
It's
You make the great play out in the field,
Yeah.
and you're the next up to bat.
It seems like it always goes that way.
Doesn't it?
I once saw, I can't believe I can't remember his name, guy with the Boston Red Sox turn an unassisted triple play, and then he came up to lead off the next inning and hit a solo home run over the Green Monster. And I was,
Oh, no way.
as a kid, and I'm thinking to myself, what are the chances?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, in the circle for the Arizona Choppers is going to be number 9, Anna Berger, and she will be a senior at Snowflake High School. Well, we saw what she could do at the plate in the game just before this.
Yeah, opposite field bomb.
Yep. We'll see how she does in the circle.
Just look at her. She
Imposing.
is a very physical looking ball player.
Yeah, she's imposing. No doubt about it.
Tall, strong, lean.
That was low and outside.
So Anna Berger, the Utah Valley commit.
Boy, she's got a 4.16 GPA, ACT score of 30. She's interested in being pre-law in her studies, as you say, at Utah Valley. Part of the National Honor Society at Snowflake. Rogers battling tough at the plate here.
That's exactly what we got here. Good old battle.
Boy, looking at some of this work here on Berger. She has set weightlifting records at Snowflake High School in the bench, squat, clean,
look
and
at the
snatch.
biceps.
Yeah, she's ripped. That ball is ripped to the shortstop, coming up with the play, but able to run it out. Is Atlanta Rogers.
I'll tell you.
Boy, Bickle.
Love the makings of this game here thus far.
Boy, Sydney Bickle did a fantastic job to field as we take another look.
I'm not going to lie. I know how quick Atlanta is. I thought Bickle would have her on that play, and it was just such a well-played.
Bang, bang play at first base.
Great shot right there by Floodstream.
So the leadoff runner is on for the Arizona Choppers. And that's going to bring up
Kaylin Koch.
the Stanford commit.
No,
Not even a commit anymore. She's signed.
yeah, one word that describes me. She said, "twin."
Yeah, I don't. Can you Explain that.
Her twin sister, Kennedy,
So she does have a twin sister. Okay, I
is a
figured that was it.
special young lady, too, and their household is just phenomenal. And Kennedy's actually a heck of a singer.
Oh, wow.
And like Kaylin, also a phenomenal student. So I got to get some parenting lessons from those guys. But here's the thing.
Talk to me.
There's some imperfection there. Kennedy committed to UCLA.
Oh, really?
That's a little weird. That's a state divided right there.
And they're twins.
Yeah.
They're breaking up.
You know, I think all along the intent was to go to the same school together. That would have been a dream come true for them. They're two of the closest siblings I've ever met in my life, or I know of. You know, I hear a lot of the stories. Kaylin tells me a lot about her relationship with her sister, and same with Dad. And it's a thing of beauty. So, no, they're very.
That's interesting.
Both. One thing they have in common is they're both very independent people, and that's what makes them so amazing. And Kennedy's path took her to UCLA. Kaylin's path took her to Stanford. And, you know, I mean, they're not going to be sitting in the stands together during a football game anytime soon, but.
No, they will not. And to take that further, I don't think anybody's going to be sitting in any kind of football stands for a little bit of time. Hate to say it. That's kind of where things are leaning right now.
Yeah, it is.
I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. We do have some softball, though. That little spinner goes foul. And I tell you what, this is fantastic that you've been a part of the group that's a big part of the group that's put this event on, because, again, we're a society right now that is just absolutely starving for live sports. And I think it's fantastic that your group, along with Floodstream, came together to be able to put this event on and be able to broadcast it. Shot down the third base line is ruled foul, but you know, it's just it's really given a peace of mind, you know, just mental health really, for people who are just starving for sports to be able to see some of this stuff. Now I know it's great for the athletes too, have the opportunity to get out and play.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And
ball four.
I just love seeing a game against two very competitive teams like this. And, you know, for both sides, you talk about the lineups coming up and you go, and it just doesn't get any easier. Now you got Leela Allen stepping in. She's the one that's batting close to 800 on the season, on the summer season. And she's just worn it out at 4 or 5 home runs, doubles to every gap. And she just looks so calm, cool, and collected up there. And it's just a special, very, very special group of student athletes on both sides of the field right here. And that's what makes this amazing to watch.
Well, the Georges got their first 2 runners on base. And let's see if Leela Allen can get the Georges on the board. Chopper's able to push 1 run across in the top half of the first. And let's see.
Leela's not going to bite here.
Georges can answer right back.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Leela is a very aggressive hitter, but she likes the ball up in the zone. She can hit the ball down in the zone, but she sees green and anything up in that part of the woods.
And the bases are loaded.
No place to put Caitlin right here. Caitlin knows that. She's a very savvy hitter. So Berger's got herself in a bit of a jam right here, but as we saw in the last inning, you know, it just takes a little bit of good pitching and a little bit of defense. You can get out of a jam like this. You know, hard hit line drive back to the pitcher, quick double play. So yeah, Caitlin Loddick, number 9, stepping into the box. Firm commit, firm signee.
One word that describes her: outgoing. And the Choppers have brought the infield in with the bases loaded, no outs. Bottom of the first. Caitlin Loddick at the plate. Drives one to right field. It drops. 1 run will score. Here comes another. A 2-run single for Caitlin Loddick. And the Georges are on top 2-1. Runners on first and second. So Berger yet to get an out. And stepping up to the plate now for the Georges is A.J. Murphy. And we got a timeout. Visit to the mound. Talk things over. Well, I'll tell you what, this is an opportunity here for the Georges to really make a big statement here. They already lead 2-1. No outs, runners on first and second. And A.J. Murphy, the shortstop, swing and a miss there. Beautiful pitch there by Berger.
Beautiful pitch and very aggressive swing, and from both of these players right here. I love that right there.
Murphy's going to be a senior at Millennium. Also plays soccer.
She's a goalie.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I could see that. Long, athletic, quick. Those shortstop instincts in goal. I can see that. Low and inside. Bases are loaded. And coming up to the plate.
And Berger just appears to be just a little bit off, you know, just in the release. So she's just got to make a little bit of an adjustment right here.
And Macy Hilt steps up, bases loaded.
Well, every time I say it, she does some damage. I'm going to say it's Macy Hammer Hilt at the plate. This kid is a bulldog.
Well, big opportunity for that bulldog at the plate.
And Berger's showing a bit of bulldog right there. The base is loaded, nowhere to put anybody. She comes right at her.
She has to. Comes inside. Hilt, going to be a senior at Liberty High School. Also plays basketball for the Lions. 2-1 the count. You got to think she's got to give her something to hit right here. 2-1.
You do, but I think she'll try to attack that outside corner again.
Boy.
That is a
Gets the foul too.
big pitch.
2-2.
So this is where we got to see Macy, a younger player right here on a team filled with veterans. A phenomenal piece of hitting is keep your nose on the ball and put the ball in play. Give your runners an opportunity to score.
Down and in. Full count. Bases loaded.
I will say that about Macy. I mentioned that she's young, but she thinks like a savvy veteran up there, and of course she's a catcher too. So we know she's particularly bright. So great pitch, payoff pitch here.
Fouls it off. Well, you know she's going to get something to look at, so you got to be ready to swing.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, this is a big matchup right here.
Long thought right there. She thought a lot about this one.
That ball was a little low, but she chased after it. Put the bat on it, still alive.
Yep. Yeah, I told you earlier, she does not swing and miss very often. I'd say that Berger's got to have some pretty good dip to her pitch because, you know, twice she's barely tipped it. Macy's barely tipped a couple of those down pitches right here. So Berger going to continue to come at her right here. Payoff pitch again.
Fouls it off.
Oh, Macy probably wishes she could have that one back.
Tell you what, Georges is making Berger work here in the first inning. Still no outs, bases loaded. And they're already putting that pitch count up pretty high. Off speed, fouls it off.
Very gutsy pitch right there, and I'd say just a ton of confidence after having some control issues early on. All the confidence to come in here and throw that off-speed pitch. Says a lot. But yet, I think this is the 4th or 5th payoff pitch right here. Macy Hammer Hilt here against Miss Berger.
Full count. That ball smashed off the glove of Bickle at shortstop. Ball goes to the fence.
Yeah, we're going to see AJ
And
run
that will
right there. And
clear
she's
the
scoring.
bases. A 3-run triple by Macy Hammer Hilt.
Yeah. Yeah, she delivered right there, and that was it. You know, I think every time I've dropped her nickname, that she's just smoked the ball. And
Tell you what, that was a professional at bat if there ever was one. Worked the count full, then fouled off about 4 or 5 pitches, and then finally got one that she absolutely smoked. That went off the glove of the shortstop, Bickle, and still went all the way to the fence.
oh
That
yeah,
ball was hit so hard.
yeah, ton of power.
So 5-1. So at the plate now for Georges is Megan McCammon. And she's going to strike out. McCammon, though, she's going to be playing her college ball at Dominican University. That's over in River Forest, Illinois. And that's now going to bring up number 11. That was the first out in the bottom half of the first inning. Now up is Lauren Werning. Werning, the first baseman. Nice pitch there by Berger. Boy, nice job there by Berger. She's still battling out there in the circle. Trailing 5-1 here, bottom of the first, just one out. It has a 1-2 count. Warning line shot past the second baseman. Run will score. A double for Werning. 6-1. So how about Lauren Werning? Gonna be playing her college ball at St. Edward's University in Austin, Texas. Rips the RBI double.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about her. Just a wonderful human being. So competitive. You know, I've only come to know her over the last year. She's been with us since tryouts last year, which is August time, end of July, August roughly. And when she came over to our workouts ahead of time, she had called me. She also sent me an email indicating a strong interest in our team, which it just told me a lot about the individual, and it always does. You know, if you're really interested in the program, let us know why. And you know, she called me, she talked to me. Just a mature, young individual, and I've gotten to know more of that and see more of that from her over the last year. Yeah, St. Edward's is they're doing all right with that pickup right there. That's all I can say about that one.
Bouncer,
That's gonna be a tough play.
Bickle
smooth over there, huh?
She makes it look so easy when it's not.
No, that was a do or die right there. She comes through that ball, just a great transition from the glove to her throw hand, and just snaps that throw over there.
And not to mention, Lauren Warning was on second base,
Yep.
broke from the bag to third.
You got that distraction right there, Mia Perez here.
Exactly. Perez takes the strike. Perez should be playing her college ball at UC Colorado Springs. So enjoy this altitude, Mia Perez.
Yeah, no.
Get used to it.
So
Head
this
to
is a-
Colorado Springs.
This is a warm-up right here for
Yep.
her. She's such a wonderful young lady. Wheels on her, man.
She can move. Huh?
Oh, she can move, but she's not a gimmicky player. She's not that little, slap and go type of player. She's a power hitter. And I say power hitter, I mean she doesn't hit tons and tons of home runs for us, but she's getting there. She's starting to hit the ball, to the fence on a regular basis, and she hits the ball hard. Of course, key to success in hitting the ball hard is swinging.
That's part of it. That's part of the deal. Well, we are through one inning here at Rumsey Park, and it is Georgia's leading Arizona Choppers 6-1. We'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching Floodstream.
Yep.
Coverage of Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball is brought to you by Floodstream, high-definition television broadcasts, and live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Learn more at floodstream.com. As we head to the top of the second inning here at Rumsey Park in Payson. And it'll be the pitcher, Berger, with a chopper, gets past the shortstop. Takes a hard turn around first base and heads on back. And the shortstop, A.J. Murphy.
I'm not going to lie, I wanted to see her run.
She's going to need to wash the uniform after this game. Turn around, A.J. There you go. She's just a dirt pile out there right now.
No, she's wearing the right color. Everybody else got the wrong color on except for Alana over at second thus far.
Yeah, they're the only two that got a little.
It's not a game. It's not a game if you're not wearing a little dirt.
Yep. Yeah, my hockey goalie skills did not pay off on that one right there. I lost some of my notes. The game within the game is the breeze here this evening. Another base hit.
Well, that was Miss Hogan again. So just doing what she's been doing thus far, getting up, knocking the ball around the park. We got first and second, no outs. What I tell you?
Yeah, curious to see how the Choppers respond after giving up a sixth spot in the bottom of the first.
I'm biased. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to see him go down 1, 2, 3, but the softball guy in me wants to see a ball game here. So there it is. Ooh,
that ball just foul off the bat of Paige White.
That's definitely a pitch she likes. Another pitch that she's hoping to see again.
Paige White, 4.5 GPA. Wants to study biology in college.
Yeah, I think she can probably do that with those grades.
Yeah, she ranked 9th out of 495 at her high school. Made the principal's list. All things that are foreign to me.
There's 8 people ahead of her.
Isn't that scary? Who are they?
I don't know. Now, watching this right here, she's in a tough count. This is what I always like to see. Vic's got to be smart and expand the zone. Paige is a catcher. She gets it. And that's exactly what I saw right there. I saw Paige, her nose out over the plate. She knows the zone. She knows if she swings at that, it's either strike three or a little flare to the right side. And again.
And I know we're early in this game, so Paige White as a catcher hasn't seen too many pitches, but you do get an idea of what that strike zone is and what that umpire is calling.
Oh, absolutely.
And that helps.
That pitch is not there, and it is off.
There's a shot past the third baseman, Headland, and coming on home. Choppers answer right back. And scoring was Amber Schweigert, the Chaparral Firebird. 6-2. No outs. Runners on first and second. Take another look. And that ball just gets by Headland. And I tell you what, Schweigert didn't even give it a thought.
She was motoring all the way. Love to see that aggressiveness.
And that's
right
a
there.
great look right there.
And you're
by a third base on
you're a mistake
camera.
pitch away from what was a 6-1 game from it being a 6-5 game. So again, I think Vic got the pitch that she wanted. Again, induced the result that she wanted. But good job by Paige White punching that through the hole there.
Madison Matthews now up. Pops it up. Out of play. Boy, you saw Hilt and Warney just digging hard just in case that ball stayed in play and try to get a free out if they could against a big hitter like Matthews.
Yep, love the effort right there. So earlier I was talking about Tegan. It's the one that went all out and bit the fence. It's this one right here.
Madison Matthews?
Yeah, well, they call her Yuma.
They call her Yuma?
So I'm going to guess that she came all the way from Yuma to play here, but I could be completely mistaken. But she is a grinder, this kid. She's the one I saw in our scrimmage that just ate chain link and was smiling about it.
Spit it out.
You can tell this game means something. They look over my coaching staff over there, and they're asking where that pitch missed right there, and I think a little extra was said.
Nice block there by Hilt. But yeah, you got a sense now. You get a couple of the big programs going, and the ante has been upped a little bit.
It has.
Nice job there by Hilt. Getting in front of that. Keep it
in front of it, and then trying to clear a path for the throw right there. And you hear Keith, or Yuma's coach over there, saying, don't let her push you out of the way. And I like that. He's right. You have a right to the box. You're not trying to get in the way right there.
Run scores 6-3.
Good awareness by Atlanta Rogers right there. Ball's kind of deep, second base side, deep enough to score a run.
Yeah, but by the way, what about the left-handed second baseman?
Well, the crazy thing is she's a great left-handed shortstop, too. Oh, yeah.
I believe you. Yeah. You just don't see that.
Nope.
I mean, you have got to be a really good athlete to be playing middle infield left-handed.
Keyword athlete. Her footwork is so good.
And you know what that goes back to? We touched on earlier. That ball's going to go foul. Is her wrestling. You got the balance. You have the footwork with wrestling, and that translates onto the softball field.
I think it actually went the other way around.
I'm sure it goes both
she's
ways.
She's new into wrestling?
Yeah.
No. Had she been wrestling her whole life, I'd say that's got to be it.
Right.
But I think it's just she's always been.
She's gifted.
Well, yeah, she's. It's hard for me to even use the G word on her because it's just there's been so much work that's been put in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely talent in that family, and so definitely born with a little bit of that. Her sister Lex was a standout ball player, also at Willow Canyon. I think her sister might hold the record for hits over at Willow Canyon. And now with that shortened season, I don't know if Alana's going to have a chance at it, but I think she was ahead of her. I think she was on pace to unseat her sister, but we might not ever find out.
It'll stay in the family regardless.
Great point.
How about Morgan Green at the plate? We saw her pitch the game just before this, and she was phenomenal.
She was
in the circle.
And she's been phenomenal in this at bat as well.
Yeah, that last one right there kind of just hung in there, got full, but got the bat on it.
She understands that importance of closing the gap. And,
Boy,
and you see her up there.
foul.
Yeah. She comes back, her face is all red. She's going, I wanted that one. I want that ball down that line. She wants this run, something bad.
She's competitive.
Yep.
She's got a 4.22 GPA.
Yeah, she's doing all right. She's going to do all right outside of softball. But she understands she's got that runner at third. One out here, trading out for a run.
Wow. I guess I know she's batting right now, but that's almost like a pitcher's eye as well because she is a pitcher.
I feel like this is unbiased, just saying you got to call that. That's just a beautiful pitch, and she's demonstrated the ability to put it there. But when you make the pitcher throw the ball into a Pringle can like that, that's going to happen. And again, hey, 6-4 ball game. I came out here to watch softball anyways.
But you know what? Salazar did not get the call. And what happens on the next pitch? Green laces one to left field for an RBI single.
And game of inches.
So instead of getting the punch out and 2 outs, you get the RBI single from Green.
Yep. You got a speedster up here now. Anything is in play over here.
That hit her,
That
yes.
hit her. Oh, it's going to be an out right there.
Yep. That's a good call. Good call there by the home plate umpire. The ball hit Ray Rogers as she got out of the box.
That's a tough one right there.
Automatic out.
She had a great approach. Just the footwork was off a little bit. And again, Vic, I mean, she's given up 4 runs, but she's putting pitches where she wants. She got the in on her hands. You see how she had to pull her hands in to drop that bunt. Oh, and it looks like she stepped on it.
Yep.
I think she was home free otherwise.
Yes.
And again, credit to Ray Rogers getting that ball down with that ball just in on her hands like that. Great job pulling her hands in and angling the barrel so she could get that ball in fair territory. Just got to stay in foul territory down the line.
Yes. So it's not even an option to be called out if the ball hits you. Top of the order now for the Choppers. Belle Ventiker. She had a single in her first at bat.
She did.
Run scored.
We've said her name a few times today.
Yep. Well, that's what happens too when you bat leadoff. You have a tendency to get up there a little bit more.
Well, she's doing the job. She's reaching base. She's wreaking havoc on base.
She's from Cicero Prep Academy. Called strike. Boy, 4.71 GPA. I know we keep harping on, but they're so impressive. SAT score of 1,200. Strikeout here, and that will do it for the top half of the second inning. But
What a fun game.
yeah, I tell you what, the Choppers, they had that 6-1 lead after one. You wondered, pardon me, the Georges had that 6-1 lead. Excuse me. You wondered how the Choppers would respond, and they come right back with 3 runs of their own in the top half of the second inning. How about that, folks? Come on up to Payson. It is absolutely beautiful up here right now. The sun is setting, the temperatures are cooling off. Took me about an hour and 15 minutes to get up here. Come on up here, get out of that heat in Phoenix. Spend some time up here. We got more softball action here at Rumsey Park. All day and night tomorrow as well. Always nice to see some live sporting action, especially right now with everything that's going on. So you can get up here and catch some of the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series. If you can't make it up, you can always watch it right here on Floodstream. Great job by Joe Pashley, David Heil, and the rest of the crew. Doing a terrific job here. Long hours, long days.
Yeah.
You know all about that, Brian. I know.
No, I'm not, you know, I'm not raking the grounds out there or.
Ooh. And Kathleen Georges gets hit with the first pitch here. Bottom of the second inning. She looks like she's grabbing, or at least touching, looks like her left knee area. Looks like she's going to be okay. And that's going to bring up the pitcher. Number 55, Victoria Salazar.
I always say in a spot like that, when you got a leadoff wear one right there, you got to make it pay. It's a bunt right here, straight steal,
Yep.
both.
Yep. Ooh. Salazar went after it. Pitch was low and away. And it goes low and away there to try to get Salazar to chase one more time. And something I just learned recently in softball, for the batter, they own the box. They do not have to attempt to get out of the way on a pitch. They can just sit there.
It's a very nice play at third base.
Great job.
Number 2. Is that Ray Rogers?
Yes, it is.
Raylan Rogers. Yeah. You know.
So you can just sit there and go ahead and wear it and not have to worry about trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, just as long as you're not hovering over the lines or over the dish or anything like that, but you're truly within the box itself. Yep.
You just sit there and wear it. You don't have to try to get out of the way.
Yeah, I've never seen in fast pitch. I've never seen an artist at that, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember growing up playing baseball. I mean, I don't mean to talk about baseball during a softball game because there's no comparison. But just Don Baylor.
Yes.
I don't know if that name means anything to anybody listening at home, but
Major League history.
well, he's like the most selfless hitter I'd ever seen.
And he was a wonderful hitter as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Former most valuable player in the American League.
Yeah. He'd wear 2 and hit 2 taters.
Just for good measure.
Yeah.
You can either hit me or I'll hit it out.
And I mean,
Whatever you want.
The reason I mentioned that right here is because, you know, there's so many different ways to skin a cat. There's so many different ways to be competitive and win these games. And, you know, sometimes it's that pitcher that loves to come a little close, a little iffy inside, wearing a couple pitches, getting a couple runners out there. You need ducks on the pond to score runs. You know, draw a walk, slap the ball in play, lay down some bunts. You know, and so far I think we've seen some straight up play from both of these teams in a 6-4 ball game.
Yes.
And I'm greedy as a softball fan. I want to see a little mix up here in the coming innings, and I think that's what we're seeing right there.
Still have plenty of time. Kaylin Koch at the dish. First runners at first and second, 1 out. 0-1 the count. There's that 4.8 GPA. That got her into Stanford. She taps one down to the first baseman. 2 away, but the runners advance. Second and third, runners in scoring position. Stepping up will be Leela Allen. Be playing her college ball at Seton Hall over in South Orange, New Jersey. Chopper
gonna
up
be a
the middle.
tough
Bickle got the out. Tough play. Sydney Bickle, the shortstop, charging in, gets the out. And we are through 2 here at Rumsey Park. Georges on top of Chopper, 6-4. And it was the terrific play by the shortstop, Sydney
What a
Bickle.
play. What a play. Got her.
And got her by half a step. Step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Floodstream from Payson, Arizona. We'll be right back.
That's what I just told him. I said her foot was here.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't see a slow mo. I'm like, how did he get that from over there? No, because you're what? And welcome to Sunset, everybody, here in Payson. And we are watching the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series. And that's Danik, one of our cameramen, shooting a game on the other field, enjoying the action here at Rumsey Park as we are heading into the top of the 3rd inning. And it's Alana Rogers, the new pitcher for Georges, and it's a Floodstream call to the bullpen, brought to you by Floodstream, live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn
Expect
more.
to see a changeup or a drop curve here. Those are 2 best pitches, and there's the change.
There you go. It's almost like you know a little something about this team.
Oh, I know a little something about Atlanta. She'll probably come with a drop curve right now, and that pitch recently has been breaking quite a bit.
It's Abby Guyona at the plate for the Choppers. Got caught swinging there. Two and 2 count. Rogers off speed. Trying to nibble on the outside, doesn't get it. Full count. Ganoa fights it off.
Man, she moves, and Atlanta, the beautiful thing about having Atlanta at the pitcher's mound, it's like having a 3rd middle infielder out there. There's one, you know, we are talking about Berger earlier, her build. Look at Atlanta Rogers. She's just chiseled.
She looks strong.
She is so dang strong, and that's all she's been working on lately is her power and her strength.
Sydney Bickle stepping in.
You've got a very good crew out here. The crew here is a college crew, and they work together quite a bit, and you even see them conferring right there. This isn't a showcase for them. It's not. They understand it's not a showcase for these two teams either. Both of them want to win. They want to get it right.
And they just being professionals.
I love it.
And it's great for them too. I mean, they missed out on their season as well, so it's an opportunity for them to get out here and get some reps again. Back out on the field, Bickle.
Yeah, as far as
is
missing the
foul.
college games, yeah, you're right. And
It's an opportunity for everybody to get back out there. Boy, Sydney Bickle, we have seen her work in the field. She can get it done at the plate as well.
I think she's 0 for her last 2.
And
I
both
think
strikeouts.
She's in a slump.
Yeah. I wonder when the last time that she struck out 2 times in a row. You gotta think it's been a while.
I know it's got to be.
Yeah, we got a 2-1 count here. Slaps one, second base. Salazar
Man,
makes
look at
the
her.
place.
Get down the line, just sticks the bat out with 2 strikes. What a competitor.
I mean, I know we talked about how when we saw the schedule that we circled this game when we saw it coming out. As we take another look at Bickle, what is the key on moving forward and swinging, kind of being that slap hitter? What's the rhythm? Chopper to third. Nice job by Warning digging it out of the dirt to make the play to end
Look
the
at
top
that.
half of the
Macy
third.
Hilt tries to give a chest bump to Lauren, but Macy Hilt's 5'9", almost 5'10". She looks like a midget next to her.
I like the smiles all around. on
I
that
do too,
one.
man. Great night. Great time for some softball.
So I want to go back, if we can,
Yeah.
take a look at that Sydney Bickle hit, the ISO shot of her. And what is the key as a slap hitter, be moving forward and swinging all at the same time?
So the key is keeping your hands in the slot.
Here we go. We got another look.
Right, so you'll see here by the slide, I mean, her knob's going to be across her chest or coming across her chest. Now keeping your hands back as you put that foot down. And as that foot hits, now you start forward right there. But hands are back behind the ball. Really, really nice technique right there. I'm glad you asked the truck to grab that, and glad they were able to pull that up so fast. That's a wonderful replay right there.
Yep, that was our crew inside. And great job by our tape crew in there, slowing that one down and giving you the opportunity to explain that, because when you're watching it, it just looks really hard to be moving and hitting the ball at the same time.
I've worked with kids on slap, my own kid, quite a bit. And you look at the greats, the Caitlin Lowe's, and there's not a lot. I mean, yeah, you could Allard, and you can name a bunch of them, but the point being, it's an art. You have to put as much work into slap, in my opinion, as you do into being a pitcher. There's so much movement. I mean, you really, when you talk about it, from my perspective, you're talking one powerful step. You don't need 3 or 4 steps. But it's still, I mean, versus staying in a stationary position, hitting a ball that's already darting and moving at you, to stepping towards that and putting it in play.
It's hard enough to hit a ball when your feet are still, let alone be moving closer to the ball.
Yep.
And if not, a little bit away from it, because you're trying to get down the first baseline and still make contact.
It's all about, you're 60 feet to first base, and you're trying to, by the time you put the ball in play, you're trying to cut that to 57 feet and get that extra fraction of a second advantage there, so you can force the defense to make a rushed play. And
well, somebody we're not going to be seeing slap hitting is A.J. Murphy in the box right now, and she swings away, and that one was coming right at me. Fence got in the way. I'll tell you what, Murphy comes from a very, very athletic family.
Yes.
Is that an understatement?
No, it's not. It's just it's not an overstatement. It's not an understatement. It's just a fact.
I mean, you can go across the
It
board.
was an excellent piece of base running right there. Good read on the ball in the dirt. Right away, Caitlin takes off, and she had a big secondary to begin with. Sorry about that.
Oh,
As
you're
As
good.
you were saying on AJ.
You were watching the game. I'm reading. So
There we go. We got a
Taking
replay
a
on
look,
it. She gets a
yeah.
big secondary off, keeps her feet moving, never gives up ground. It's something I talked to. See it right there, too. Big explosive secondary off of second base.
So what do you teach the runners on the pitch? What is their movement? How far do they go? What do you want them to do?
The length off the bag is, some people will say, 3 steps, 5 steps. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Strikeout looking for Murphy.
I'd like to see that pitch again. Maybe that was just a nasty drop ball. It started at the knees and just finished down below. But
So finish, yeah, the thought about coming off the bag.
yeah, you. Let's see this one more second. Ah, that's a filthy pitch.
That's a good pitch.
Good
there.
piece of pitching.
Yep.
That's why these guys are so good. These umpires have shown us thus far.
Macy Hilt in the box. Back up the middle. Hilt.
Let's have a play at home. I mean, I want the run to score and all, but
And an RBI single by Macy Hilt. That brings home Lodick. And it is now 7-4. Boy, how about Macy the Hammer Hilt? Had to throw it in there.
the competitor.
Take another look. Right back up through the box. Tell you what, great job by Guyona to keep that ball in front of her because that took a crazy hop. That gets by her. That gets to the fence.
It did. It's a tricky field out here with the infield being more like a Little League infield. Ooh. I'm not going to question it. So far, I've been 0 for 2.
That one gets away.
So like there, and you just hear a coach in the background. We're talking about base running before. Round that bag. Well, you should be able to see that ball coming all the way around. You're picking up your coach, but you should know, you should have instinctually know how far you can get off the bag and before challenging that throw.
That one's low and inside by Berger. Megan McCammon at the plate. Should be playing at Dominican University in River Forest, Illinois. And Berger, tough pitch.
Again on the base running
Gets her
subject.
swinging.
So that, the thing we see 2 runners out there. See Caitlin Noddick. I'm going to hold off here. I think we're going to get a replay.
Strike 3 on McCammon. So I want to
Nasty drop
I want to
ball.
go back again to the base running coming off the bag. So what do you teach them?
So here's Caitlin. It's take as much ground as you can take without giving it up. It's a simple philosophy, but you'd be surprised at how many base runners show numbers when they don't need to. So she's getting as far as she can.
Bouncer to Bickle at shortstop. Throws out warning. And we are through 3 innings.
We'll come back to that
here.
subject in a little bit.
Yes, we will. 7-4. Georgia's on top of Choppers. Step aside for a quick break. You are watching the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series here at Rumsey Park in Payson on Floodstream. We'll be right back.
Don't make Rob get up. He's at 18,000 steps.
And welcome back, everybody. Rumsey Park, 7-4. Georgia's on top of Choppers. Now let's go back to the runners coming off the bag and what you try to teach them. Here we go.
Yeah, so here's a good hard jump off the bag by Caitlin. Look at her eyes. Finds the ball, keeps her feet moving towards the base she's trying to get back to. In other words, you're thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, what if they come up with the ball and they throw in behind me? Nope. You've got to know how far off you can get off the bag before you have to get back to the bag. And it's not a 3-step. It's not a 4-step. It's not a 5-step thing. I mean, I think you teach that at a younger age just to encourage them to get off the bag, but later on, their instincts have to kick in. So at this age group, at this level, it's really important that they just understand for every inch of ground that they gain, that's putting them that much closer to home. And this is a game of inches, so critical. And I'm glad you guys highlighted that. Thanks to you, Chris, for catching it, and thanks to the truck for putting that together. Nice job, guys.
That's just the Floodstream team doing what they do, Brian.
I know, huh?
Giving you all the beautiful pictures here this evening at Rumsey Park. Off speed, chopper up the middle. Boy, Murphy charges in and makes the play. A.J. Murphy. Boy, we got a couple terrific shortstops out here tonight.
We do, and right there in that matchup, you got A.J. Murphy, just do or die, and you got Berger over here. Just, again, look at her, man. You said she broke all sorts of weightlifting records?
Yes.
There's a reason she's showing the guns.
Well, usually it's suns out, guns out. but we got the sunset now setting in. But that's okay. When you look like Berger, you can still keep them out.
Yeah, and who's this we got here?
We got Hallie Hogan.
All right, so Hallie Hogan also doing a little flexing right here. I know she wants to flex on one of these pitches. She did that earlier in the game against Day. She's got a ball in on her and just beautiful textbook swing. Hands inside, knob back to the catcher, across the chest, gets palm up, palm down, stays palm up, palm down, all the way to extension. Just keeps the barrel inside the line. Beautiful piece of hitting.
Boys, speaking of beautiful piece of hitting, goodbye. That ball was
Hogan's hero.
Absolutely smoked. And she's going to get a hero celebration at home plate.
And that's why she had her sleeves rolled up, because she was telling us she was going to flex on one, and she did right
flexing. There. Unbelievable. That ball was absolutely crushed. That was a no-doubter.
And that is what is so fun about this matchup right here. Let's see this again. Just nice and relaxed.
You mentioned how she kept her hands inside in the previous at-bat. She does it again.
She hits it. She runs hard out of the box, but, man.
No need to.
Man, you almost got to go, beautiful. That looked like it one-hopped the second fence out there somewhere.
And look at Perez.
Eesh.
Perez can just look at it.
Yeah.
Surprised she even moved.
I think Mia's sitting there going, I wish I could have helped my teammate out on that one.
Wow. 7-5.
Look at the smile on Alana's face. That's what I love about Alana Rogers. She's going to come back with another tough pitch. In fact, she's going to come back with a tough pitch against somebody she's been playing softball against since she was a little kid, Paige White. Great matchup right here. These two are very, very competitive.
Seven to 5. Georgia's on top of Choppers, top of the fourth inning. Off speed. Hauling that one in is the third baseman. Number 22. Molly Dickerson. She'll be making plays like that at Harvard next year. Heading back to Cambridge, Mass. A long, long way from Arizona. At the plate now, Madison Matthews. Boy, beautiful looking off speed there by Rogers. Didn't get the call. Boy, I've been impressed by the job behind the plate. Macy Hilt. Going to be a senior at Liberty. Done a terrific job behind the dish.
Yeah, you know, she's got a great mentor in front of her in Megan Headland. And, you know, they're a wonderful tandem. I look at it doesn't matter if it's Macy or if it's Megan back there defensively. You're just going to get their best effort. And they both swing big bats, and I think Macy's just got a nice catcher in front of her, and now that I'm done saying that point, I will say Macy is wise beyond her years. So she makes sure that she keeps Megan on her toes too, and Megan loves that. Megan is a competitor, and I just know as far as the two go, they're like a perfect fit. There's never a squabble about playing time. There's never I can say that about our whole team. Never hear any of that petty stuff. But
That's great.
yeah, it's
Makes a difference.
it makes a huge difference. And I'll tell you, the biggest thing is, when you got a squad of 16,
Everybody wants to play.
everybody needs to play. Everybody wants to play. Everybody deserves to be out there that's out here. They deserve it because they've been working their tails off. And, I just love nothing more than seeing good competitive student athletes push other good competitive student athletes.
Off speed. Warning does a great job of handling it, gets the third out. And they leave a runner stranded as we head down to the bottom of the fourth
I think by the
inning.
time we get back from that break, that ball should land from Hogan.
No,
maybe not.
I still see it. It's still going.
Whew.
Yeah, that ball was
That was
hurt.
That was a solid 260, 270.
That ball was hurt.
Yep.
Well, Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball is brought to you by Mac Media, the largest Apple premier sales and service provider in the Southwest. Proudly serving the Valley for 21 years. 2 locations to serve you. You can catch up with them in Old Town Scottsdale, or you can find them in Peoria as well, and you can always visit macmediainc.com. Appreciate all that Mac Media Inc. does.
Yeah, I'd say all this game is missing. Just the purist and somebody that loves softball, all it's missing is Spencer Prigge. Have you watched her play at all?
Mm-mm.
She's just obviously couldn't be with us tonight, but she's on the choppers.
Okay.
And we're in a 2-run ball game, and Spencer's the type of kid that can come up and get you 3-4 jacks in a game. You watch her and Bickle hit back-to-back in the lineup, and
It's filthy.
I don't know if I'll see a tandem like that and anytime soon, other than a couple tandems we got in our own dugout over there, of course.
There's no shortage of firepower
No, there is not.
out here tonight. And that includes Megan Headland, who you just spoke of. Well,
I love me some Megan Headland.
her and Hiltz, and the job they do behind the plate. And Headland, she's going to be going to Manhattan College. She's heading to the Bronx.
She is, and couldn't be a better fit. She's going
Boy,
she's
ball
going somewhere.
smoked.
Yeah. She is very much wanted there, and
That's important too, by the way.
yeah, just a little bit.
No, but I mean seriously,
Yeah.
because you have a lot of athletes. They just want to go to the school because it's a big name. You want to go somewhere where they really want you, and not just be another face on campus. Boy, that ball
If
was
I grew up
smashed.
playing ball out here and playing in a culture where a big part of it was about using the sport to get to college, I shouldn't say using the sport, enjoying the sport while using it as a path to get to college. There's so many things that just my thought process would be so different. And Megan's, the day I met Megan, she said, I want to serve my country. And I was like, wait, what? You're like 16 at the time when I met her. And I go, how do you already know that? She goes, I just know that.
That's a pretty mature statement for 16.
It's a reflection on the household, too. Her brother is a state trooper now, and he's a young guy. I think he's only like 20, 21 years old. But, yeah, Megan says, I want to serve my country.
I was trying to figure out how to keep my hands at 10 and 2 on a steering wheel when I was 16.
Exactly. And Megan, we got a little issue with the clock here. I know, of course. Sorry.
Foul ball just knocked over
Foul
the
ball
home
off the
plate
clock. I've seen
umpires.
that only once before, but the ball finds the clock.
Yeah, which
you know
is,
what
which
that's a
is
sign of?
attached to the chain link fence.
Yeah, you know what that's a sign of right there.
Talk to me.
Softball gods don't want this game to end.
Just let it go.
Let it go. Let them play all night.
And remember, these are 90-minute games, and this game started at 6:30, and it's now 7:50. So in theory, we got about 10 minutes remaining. Perez knocks that one foul. So here we are in the bottom of the fourth. So you might think the Choppers get one more at bat, as they are the visiting team and trailing by 2. So we'll see how this all times out. But I'm thinking the Choppers will get at least one more at bat. Perez strikes out. Tell you what, Berger has really settled down after giving up, what was it, 5 runs?
6
Six
in the
runs.
first,
6
yeah.
runs in the first inning. She's given up 1 since.
That was dirty.
That was a filthy pitch.
I don't know if that's a drop curve, like a peel drop right there, if that's just a straight drop, but that was nasty.
Kathleen Georges is saying, I haven't seen that too many times.
Nope.
Snap throw to first. Tell you what, it's a heck of a throw by Paige White, throwing behind the batter.
That's Paige, man. She likes to throw the ball around out there, and she's on point. She's hitting her spots out there. She's a baller.
Aggressive.
I pretty much look at it and I go, you got any uncommitted kids on either of these teams, they're probably pretty dang good.
They will be committed soon enough.
They're definitely committed to the sport.
Yes. Boy, Berger's is starting to really loosen up and letting that arm flow right now.
Yeah, it's almost like, you got to wonder if she just had an extra 10 minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
I mean, she is starting to pour it on right here.
She's just getting stronger and stronger as this game goes on. There's another strikeout. Found the lower part of the strike zone.
She's got a lot of dip on it. I'd love to see that pitch again. I'm guessing she's getting 4 to 6 inches of dip on that pitch.
Good call.
I mean,
A good call as far as the dip goes. And
yeah, I don't think it's a strike, but at the same time, I mean, look at the movement on that pitch. So, pitcher's pitch right there.
Yes.
Tip my cap to the pitcher.
Yep.
It's funny. I just a college coach friend of mine just said this kid's dipper's pretty dang good.
Right on
Little
cue.
Text message. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Coach.
Right on cue. And that brings up the top of the order.
Yeah, it
And
looks like
the
she's-
other pitcher, Alana Rogers. Chopper to second base.
Got speed. Oh, that ball gets by.
Schweiger not able to make the play. Runners on first and third with 2 outs, and instead of getting out of the inning, and now it's the Georges with an opportunity to try to add to their 2-run lead.
Oh, you got a first and third situation with 2 outs, so that's in play, right? Do you trade an out for a run? And you also have one of your top offensive players, one of your top all-around players at the plate right here in Kaylin Koch.
So how about that? Schweigert had to move up in front of Lodick to not get in the path of the base runner.
She actually didn't. That's the thing. The runner's got to avoid the fielder there. She could have even just slowed up and made contact and probably
Stayed right there.
Probably would have.
Runner's
gone her way,
interference, yeah. Instead, she went ahead and wasn't able to handle it. So now it's 1-1 count.
Well, I'll tell you.
First and third,
as
2 outs.
Yep. Critical point in the game right here. As an opposing coach, I don't.
Koch at the plate.
I don't like these outside dippers being called, these outside drop balls. But as a fan of the game,
Tough play there for Bickle. Run scores.
as a fan of the game and a student of the game, it's been consistent. We have seen that drop ball in the outside corner that looks, maybe 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 inches down, consistently called. And again, we
That's
talked about
all you
this
can ask
earlier.
for is for the strike zone to be consistent.
That's exactly it. And you know what?
So you know what's being called and what's not.
Yep,
And you have to play accordingly.
you do.
And there's another look at the runs scored there to make it 8-5 for the Georges. Remember, we're at a time frame here, and this game is supposed to end roughly at 8 o'clock, and we got 7:55 right now. So the Choppers will get one more at bat. See if they can keep their deficit to 3. And Allen is going to have a say whether that's the case or not.
My guess is that pitch was running in on her hands because she was quick to pull her hands across right there. Looked like she had a good pitch to drive. Usually she does well to stay on the inside of those types of pitches and go the opposite field. She has a great inside-out swing with power. That was a great payoff pitch here.
Low and outside. Tried to see if Allen was going to nibble on that one.
Nah. Now she will if you go to her chin, but she'll also hit it.
Full count. Berger gets a glove on it, fires to first, makes the play.
What a play.
Terrific athletic play.
I'll tell you, that's twice over
by
there. Leela's
Berger.
been thrown out by about a half a step. That was a heck of a play. And there's the replay right here. Leela going hard out of the box.
And got her by about half a step.
This crew's done a phenomenal job tonight. These guys have been fantastic.
Great job there. We head to the top of the 5th. Georgia's on top, 8-5. Step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back, right here on Floodstream. Well, the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball is brought to you by the City of Payson, 7,000 feet above sea level atop the Mogollon Rim, a picturesque destination for wilderness adventurers of all ages. You can visit PaysonRimCountry.com. Easy for me to say there, Brian. I'm battling. I'm just battling out here.
You're doing fantastic.
So I'm guessing this will be the final at-bat here for the game.
I thought
I saw you out there talking to the...
I thought they said 4 or 5 minutes here, so.
Right. And this is top of the inning, top of the 5th. Choppers trailing 8-5.
There we go, this kid.
We got a new pitcher.
And, you know, seeing two veterans here in terms of the pitcher and the catcher combination, understanding that drop ball down and away, that's where he wants it.
Who do we have pitching again?
Sydney Baddock. She's over from the
Sydney
Davis
Baddock.
Downs Gold team. Davis and Downs are the president and the vice president of our organization.
Oh, okay. Well, we definitely got to say hi to them.
Yeah, hey, guys. Hopefully they're watching some softball this evening.
Knocks it to left field. Choppers trying to rally here, top
Great
of the 5th.
Piece of hitting, kid. Nice job. Hands back, off speed.
Go the other way.
Yep.
Well, with that pitching change, it's a Floodstream call to the bullpens. We take another look. Brought to you by Floodstream, live streaming sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. Visit floodstream.com to learn more. Top of the order now for the Arizona Choppers.
And that was Raylan Rogers with that leadoff single right there to the left field, right?
Number 2.
Yep.
That would be her. And now we've got Bell, Van Tyker at the plate. Choppers trailing 8-5. Rips a shot to third base, handled. Boy, what a great job there at third base to handle that one.
Wow, and that was not an easy play
Molly
at second
Dickerson.
base. Yeah, Molly pumps it and then throws a bullet about 6 inches off the ground, just hovers it over the base. Lana, you see nice deep bends in her knees to get down low and put her nose behind her glove right there. Make sure she gets the first out. Then Callie tried to come up with the pick over there. Quick transition. Didn't quite come up with it, but a great effort. Callie knew what she had to do on that play and stretched for it, just didn't come up clean.
And they did get that lead runner,
It did.
most importantly.
That
Make
ball-
sure you get at least the one out.
Yep. That ball was smoked at Molly over there.
Yes.
Just a great piece of glove work.
That's why they call it the hot corner.
Yep.
Abby Guyona at the plate. Takes the strike. Boy, I've been really impressed with Abby Guyona this afternoon
I
and this
agree.
evening with the games we've seen her play.
As have I. She is uncommitted. Okay.
Really? Well, she is going to be a junior at Liberty.
Ah.
That might explain why, but I tell you what.
I don't know
she-
why I thought I saw 21.
she better-
2022. Thank you.
Yes,
Good eyes.
yes. Well, she's definitely got to be on the radars of the college coaches.
I could only assume she is.
She is somebody who's just going to make your team better with everything that she does. At the plate, in the field, running the bases. She's a complete player. Three and one, pitch is high. Runners on first and second. And here comes the shortstop, Sydney Bickle. Choppers down by 3. Home run would tie this game up. And Sydney Bickle is more than capable of making that happen.
So the tough part of showcase right here, right? Both teams want this win.
Oh, for sure.
Now,
They don't want to end in a tie.
well, no. I mean, if my team's up 3 right here, now that's the only bummer about this, right? She can throw 4 balls in the dirt and the game be over, but she's not going to do
No,
that.
no. You want to win this thing outright.
You
You want to play it out.
want to play
Play it out.
for the glory of the game.
Yeah, you want to play it out.
I think they're thinking here, let's not get beat with something hard. Let's go to the off-speed stuff. But this kid can.
Nice pitch there.
Hey, I take that back. But to that point, look, I know
You're
my-
competitive. You want to play it out.
I know my team over there, and I know my coaching staff, and they're the best at what they do. And so I know that, like that right there, calling that hard pitch right there, ball that this girl can tattoo if it's in the wrong spot.
And there's another one, a little higher.
Just going at her.
Yeah.
And I like this. And you know what? This is one of those ones where you get the strikeout, hitter tips their cap to the pitcher. The vice versa, you end up with a game-tying home run, you tip your cap to the hitter.
Off speed. Got the
Ooh.
called strike 3.
Filthy pitch.
And that should do it.
Oh, what a game.
That should do it. Wow. Gets Sydney Bickle. Strikes her out looking. Take another look. Just not able to pull the trigger.
Oh, just buckled her, and she knew it. And she knew it.
You can see the reaction.
Such a
right there.
competitor. Look at that look, stone cold killer look in her eyes. Like, yeah.
So it was a great win there by the Georges as they get the win 8-5 over the Choppers. And boy, we saw this game on the schedule. We knew it was going to be battle, and we got a terrific game out of these two teams. Terrific work both sides. But it's Georges that gets the win by a score of 8-5 here at Rumsey Park in Payson, as they rake the fields to get ready for our last game of the evening. And that will feature Georges once again. They will take on Oro Valley, making the drive up from southern Arizona. Well, coverage of Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series is brought to you by Floodstream. High-definition television broadcasts and live streaming of sports, conferences, and live events nationwide. You can learn more at floodstream.com. So glad you can be with us. It's a beautiful evening here at Rumsey Park in Payson. Tell you what, it's about an hour, 15-minute drive from Phoenix to get up here, and it's well worth the drive. Get out of that sauna that is Phoenix right now. Not only you got that 116-degree heat, but you got some humidity on top of it as well. You get up here to Payson, beautiful temps. We're in about the 70s right now. Terrific weather. As we get set to hear from Macy Hilt of the Georges team. She gets the headsets on, getting ready for the camera. And let's now bring in Macy Hilt. She's all smiles.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what was the key to getting this one done against a very strong Arizona Choppers team here tonight?
Well, everyone on our team just likes to stay relaxed, and we kind of just go out there and have fun because that's when we play our best. So we just all had fun out there, and it's a good dub.
It is a good dub, and you were a big part of that. And talk to me about being behind the dish and kind of controlling the game from back there.
Well, I just got to make sure that I'm focused all the time and know always what's going on. And I try to help my teammates and cheer them on as much as possible and make sure everybody's head stays up if they, make a mistake or miss a ground ball.
So you were smiling and giggling when we came on. How fun is this for you to get back out in the field and get going again, especially after having, your spring season taken away from you in high school?
Oh, it's so fun. I love it because quarantine was so long. It feels so good to be back out here with my best friends, just playing the game I love.
Well, keep that smile, Macy Hilt. We enjoy that. And good luck with your next game coming up. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's Macy Hilt of the Georges team. They get the victory over Arizona Choppers. Love the personality out of Macy Hilt. There she is, all smiles. Love to see that. They got the victory over Arizona Choppers.
Yeah.
Now we're going to catch up with a member of the Arizona Choppers. And who do we have here on the headsets?
I'm Abby Guyona.
Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what have you been working on through your game here today and tonight and looking in tomorrow to try to improve?
To improve is I just need to get my job done, and if my teammates don't get it done, then I need to pick them up and just make routine plays and do everything that we need to do to win.
Well, I've been really impressed with what we've seen out of you so far here today, but I got to ask you, what's it like to play in a game you just got involved with there? The Arizona Choppers team very strong, the Georges team, a great battle between the two of you. How fun was that?
It was a lot of fun. They're a great team to play, and they know how to battle, and so do we. We just need to pick up our bats more, and we'll probably beat them next time.
So we just talked to one of your high school teammates, Macy Hilt. What's it like playing against her?
It's really fun playing against her, and she's a good competition, and we just have fun with each other, and I just love competing with her because she's a good person to compete with.
Well, she's one up on you right now, but you might get her next time around. We'll see how it goes. Abby Ganoya, appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that is Abby Guyona, outfielder for the Arizona Choppers. Her team comes up just short against Georges by a score of 8-5. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, the final game of the evening here at Rumsey Park in Payson. Step aside for a quick break. You are watching the Northern Arizona Elite Fast Pitch Softball Series right here on Floodstream. We'll be back in just a few minutes.